The story of Honda's automotive journey is one of constant evolution, a tale of passion, precision, and perseverance that stretches from humble beginnings in 1963 to a bold, futuristic vision extending to 2045. It's a cinematic transformation of engineering and design, where technology and emotion move together in perfect balance. From the roar of early engines to the quiet hum of electrified hybrids, Honda's journey captures the essence of driving joy, the unmistakable connection between car and driver that defines every model carrying the H badge. In 1963, Honda entered the automobile world with the T360 mini truck and the S500 sports car, both infused with the company's motorcycle DNA, lightweight, efficient, and rev-happy. These early creations reflected founder Soichiro Honda's philosophy that a vehicle should not only transport but also inspire. The S500's tiny 0.5-liter engine, capable of revving beyond 9,000 revolutions per minute, was a mechanical symphony, signaling that Honda wasn't here to follow, it was here to lead. The 1960s marked a time when driving was raw and analog, and Honda's cars mirrored that purity: mechanical steering, manual transmissions, and engines that demanded, and rewarded, driver engagement. As the years moved forward into the 1970s, Honda faced global challenges, including fuel crises and changing environmental expectations. Yet, it was during this era that Honda proved its commitment to innovation and responsibility. The revolutionary CVCC engine, introduced in the first-generation Civic in 1972, showed the world that cleaner emissions and strong performance could coexist. This technology placed Honda ahead of regulatory changes and redefined small car engineering. The Civic became a symbol of reliability, efficiency, and clever design, traits that would define Honda's identity for decades. By the 1980s, Honda had matured into a global powerhouse. The decade brought aerodynamic styling, technological refinement, and motorsport-inspired engineering. The Accord became a bestseller, winning hearts for its balance of practicality and performance. The Prelude and CRX offered a glimpse into Honda's sporty side, emphasizing lightness and responsiveness. Then came 1989, a milestone year when Honda stunned the world with the NSX, a mid-engine supercar that challenged European giants. With its aluminum chassis, razor-sharp handling, and everyday usability, the NSX demonstrated that Honda's engineering could reach the highest levels of performance while staying true to human-centered design. The 1990s carried this momentum forward with innovations in safety, fuel efficiency, and environmental responsibility. The Accord and Civic evolved into global icons, while the introduction of the first Honda Insight in 1999 marked the company's entry into hybrid technology. It was a compact car that looked futuristic and delivered fuel efficiency once thought impossible. Honda was no longer just an automaker, it was becoming a visionary, preparing for a cleaner and smarter mobility era. Yet, despite the move toward digital systems and hybridization, the brand never lost touch with its analog spirit. Each steering wheel, gearbox, and throttle response continued to reflect the feeling of connection that defined the Honda experience. As the 2000s unfolded, Honda further refined its hybrid and safety technologies. The Civic Hybrid, CR-V, and Fit introduced a new wave of practicality and innovation. The brand also expanded into performance again with the rebirth of the Type R badge, vehicles that honored Honda's racing roots while embracing modern engineering. The 2000s were also a time when design took a bolder step. Honda cars began to show sharper lines, cleaner aerodynamics, and a global identity centered on confidence and motion. Every curve and crease had a purpose, a harmony of form and function. The 2010s brought an acceleration in digital integration. Cars became smarter, connected, and safer. Honda's commitment to safety through Honda Sensing introduced adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, and lane-keeping assist systems, all designed not to replace the driver but to empower them. Electrification became a stronger focus with the introduction of plug-in hybrids and electric prototypes, signaling that the next generation of Hondas would combine emotion with efficiency in unprecedented ways. Yet even as computers and sensors became part of the driving experience, Honda remained grounded in its philosophy: technology should serve the driver, not overshadow them. Entering the 2020s, Honda began transitioning into a new era defined by hybrid synergy and electrified performance. The Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and the new Civic Hybrid reflected this balance perfectly, offering smoother power delivery, improved efficiency, and a quieter cabin while preserving the joy of driving. The design language evolved into something more sculpted and mature: clean surfaces, flowing profiles, and precision detailing. Every new Honda seemed to breathe sophistication, yet underneath, the DNA of simplicity and reliability remained untouched. This was the bridge between the analog past and the digital future, a future where mechanical emotion meets silent efficiency. Looking ahead to 2045, Honda envisions a world where electric power, artificial intelligence, and sustainable materials redefine mobility. Yet the heart of its mission remains the same: to make people feel connected, not just to the car, but to the experience of movement itself. The upcoming generations of Hondas are expected to feature self-learning systems that adapt to driver behavior, electric powertrains that deliver instant response, and minimalist interiors inspired by Japanese harmony and balance. But even in this futuristic world, Honda's human touch philosophy endures. No matter how advanced the technology becomes, the soul of Honda, that sense of unity between driver and machine, will continue to guide its design. The journey from the mechanical hum of the S500 to the whisper-quiet sophistication of a 2045 all-electric model is more than a story of progress. It's a story of balance, between innovation and emotion, between engineering and artistry. Honda's transformation across these decades is not just about creating better cars but about creating better connections, between the past and the future, between technology and humanity. The brand's evolution shows that even as machines become smarter, true driving pleasure will always come from the feeling of trust, control, and harmony behind the wheel. From 1963 to 2045, Honda's cinematic evolution is a tribute to curiosity, creativity, and courage. Each generation of cars tells a story of how far we've come and how deeply we still care about the road ahead. Honda's legacy isn't built only on machines but on moments, every turn, every journey, every spark of inspiration. As we look toward the future, one truth remains unshakable: the spirit of Honda will continue to move the world forward, one beautifully engineered car at a time.